Hello, hello, welcome in everybody. Happy Wednesday. Hopefully you all are doing well. Coming off another pretty big day. It was a good day again yesterday in the betting streets. Had the over play of the day was the over in the Yankees game that hit very easily, which we talked about on stream yesterday. I also told you guys I thought the Mariners would win, and I thought the Yankees would win. That both happened. And now we've got a full kind of all the games today, 4 MLB games. We've also got a couple college football games that we can talk about as well. And then hockey's going on. If you guys have any hockey bets for tonight, go ahead and drop those in. There's a couple, 4 games tonight, it looks like. Kings and Knights, Calgary Flames and Oilers. Wow, Steve and Aiden going head-to-head there. Bruins, Capitals, and Canadians, Maple Leafs. Maybe I'd be a little bit interested in Vegas, just like off first look at this potentially. But if you guys have any hockey bets you like, go ahead and drop those in the chat. As far as baseball goes, so I told you guys yesterday I thought the Mariners were going to close out that series and they were going to win, yesterday and then today. I said that I thought the Yankees would get that game and then the Blue Jays would win. But my opinion on that has changed. I think that the Toronto Blue Jays made a big mistake letting the Yankees bats wake up when they were down and out. The New York Yankees were down and out at one point last night. Like, when you have a team like that, you got to completely just kill them and like go for the head. Like, you can't let them get back up. So the fact, like the Blue Jays, what was it, 6-1 at one point? The Yankees are down 0-2, and then they were down 6-1 at home. The crowd was out of it. And you let not only the Yankee bats wake up, you let Aaron Judge wake up. And that's a scary thing if I'm a Blue Jays fan. And on top of that, the Yankees bullpen has been so just Jekyll and Hyde all season, like just no rhyme or reason. The Yankees bullpen last year was fantastic. That's how they went to the World Series. Super shutdown bullpen last year. They have a lot of the same guys back this year, and then they added pieces, Devin Williams, Doval at the deadline. Like, it should be a good bullpen, but there's been stretches this season where it's been very, very inconsistent, and it was very inconsistent for the first couple runs of this year's playoffs, and it was great yesterday. So I think the Blue Jays made a mistake they should have closed it out yesterday. They let the Yankees bats wake up. They let Aaron Judge. That was the biggest hit of Aaron Judge's postseason career right there. A home run to tie the game when you're down 0-2 and you're down at home. That was huge. So I think the Blue Jays made a big mistake. And I honestly, I don't know what the odds are. I think the Yankees are going to win this series now. And I literally yesterday told you I thought the Blue Jays were going to win the series even if the Yankees won that. But the Blue Jays lost that yesterday in the worst possible fashion, letting the Yankees score 9 runs, letting not only the bats wake up, but just the bullpen. I don't know, man. The Blue Jays made a big mistake. They should have closed that game out. Let me see what the odds are. The Yankees are plus 182 to win the series. They're favored tonight pretty big, and I don't know what the line would be in a 5th game, but I might hit this plus 182. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I might hit the Yankees at plus 182 because I think the Yankees are gonna win tonight now, and I would bet on them in a game 5 situation. against a lesser experienced team, even though Vlad owns them. If you're in the Discord, that was a freebie in the Discord yesterday. I posted in the Discord. I was taking Vlad Guerrero Jr. to walk his second at bat. As soon as he hit that home run, I posted in there. Yeah, that was an easy bet. Unfortunately, though, I saw a couple people reached out to me. If you took that on like DraftKings or FanDuel, I guess they void it. They don't count intentional walks as a walk when you bet that. But Bet365 paid it out. So I thought that was interesting. But I did give that out in the Discord. But yeah, so I like the Yankees tonight. I like the Yankees to win this series now. I'm probably going to jump in at plus 182. I don't have a pre-series bet on that one. So I think the time is now to get in on the Yankees. As far as Brewers-Cubs go, I don't know, man. The Cubs have just looked left for dead, to be honest with you. Maybe they can have a Yankees-like performance tonight, but I just don't know. So the pre-series bet on the Cubs is not looking good. The Brewers look like the much better team as it currently stands. And then Phillies, Dodgers. I think the Dodgers will close us out tonight. I think the Dodgers are going to win the World Series. I basically have said that all year. If you guys remember back to some of the summer streams, Steve would come on. We were talking baseball, and I would say, like, the Dodgers are still going to win the World Series regardless of how they were playing in the regular season. And I just think that's the case. They look primed right now. They look ready to roll. And they've really found something with Roki coming out of the pen there and like shutting these games down. That was big for them. Now, whether he can develop career-wise into a starter and like pay off that huge deal that they gave him, I don't know. But for right now, he is lights out coming out of the bullpen, and they found something like for as inconsistent as the Dodgers bullpen was down the stretch of the season, to have someone that you really, really can rely on like him coming out right now with how good he's been makes a huge difference. So, yeah, I do think the Dodgers are going to win the World Series. I know yesterday we talked about getting in on the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl since they were 10-1 on FanDuel. I might parlay Dodgers World Series with Chiefs Super Bowl is 29-1. So if you don't want to like put a full unit on a Super Bowl future, I might hop in for like a half or a 3/4 unit. Dodgers and Chiefs, because I really feel strong about the Dodgers winning the World Series. And then that would give us, I already have a Chiefs ticket from before the season, but that would just give me another one. Ryan, if you go to rollinginsights.com, just scroll down to the bottom. There's all those social links. You can click that Discord link. And if that doesn't work, just reach out to me and I can send you the link direct. But it's a free Discord. You just hop in, and we're usually in there just talking during the games and stuff. It wasn't like a big bet for me, but I just thought there was an opportunity that there's no way they would throw to Vlad after he hit a home run again, and that ended up being the case. But yeah, if you can't find it on the homepage, just reach out to me. I'll drop that link to you. Okay, so that's my thoughts on the baseball games. Cubs, Brewers, I have no idea. I think the Yankees win tonight, and I'm going to take them to win the series. And the Dodgers, I think they probably close it out tonight. And I think the Dodgers are going to win the World Series as it currently stands. Ryan, you said, are you worried about Marv this week with if Kyler can't go? I'm not, honestly. Going to Jacoby Brissett might be better than Kyler, just because I don't think Marv and Kyler, I just don't think they mesh well together for whatever reason. So there might be a chance that it's better without Kyler. So I wouldn't worry about it if you are. There's a chance that it's better than it has been. Jim, thank you. Yeah, hopefully we can keep this going. It's been a really, really strong few weeks for us. Hopefully we can keep it pushing there. A couple college games tonight. I do like UTEP to cover that plus 1.5. So seen a lot of people on Liberty. Let me check the splits on that, actually. Let's see. Liberty, definitely the public side. I'm seeing like 54-55% of the bets on Liberty. Kind of like UTEP at home. Liberty's been banged up a little bit, and UTEP is healthier at home. And the total is relatively low, like 45.5. It's pretty low for college football. So when we get the lower totals, I typically would lean both the dog and the home team in that one. Not a ton of analysis on the game, like roster level wise, but I know Liberty has been more banged up. So UTEP's at home, they're healthier. Looking at a potential low scoring game here, I'll take the point with the home dogs. I do like UTEP tonight, but not like a big unit play or anything. Would you rather have Teed or Ladd rest of season full PPR? Probably Ladd. I know Joe Flacco from a higher level should be better than Jake Browning just because he's an experienced NFL quarterback. But Joe Flacco also can't move. We just saw him, how bad he looked on the Cleveland Browns. I know he has Chase and T. Higgins to throw to, but the Bengals offensive line is one of the worst in the league. So someone that can't move back there, I really don't know how that's going to work. I much rather would have preferred the Bengals to trade for Jameis Winston if they were going to trade for a quarterback than Joe Flacco. So I do think it'll be better than Browning, but I don't know. Still question marks there for me. Ladd will be fine, I think. Metrically, all the stuff on Ladd looks fine. I mean, he's had some drop issues, which we know that can be noisy, but he's still getting open, and I still think he'll be fine. If we redrafted fantasy, obviously he would go way lower, and I do think the Quentin Johnson stuff is real. We've talked about that on stream, so people we weren't forecasting the big role that Quentin Johnson has right now preseason. And it's very real, but I still think Ladd, will be fine. Better quarterback, better team, better situation. So I'd rather have McConkey rest of the season. That about does it for the college and the baseball games. As far as I don't know if you guys saw this report. I saw it right before I got on stream that the North Carolina University has previewed and talked about a Bill Belichick exit strategy. And we talked about this on stream last week. I'll rehash it. There is no one over the last 5 to 10 years that have seen a bigger hit to their legacy than Bill Belichick. I mean, the guy cannot do anything right. I don't understand why these coaches can't just retire and disappear, go sit on TV and talk. Why the need to keep coaching? He was terrible for the most part pre-Tom Brady in his career. I don't want to say terrible, but he was not anywhere near one of the best coaches pre-Tom Brady. And then he gets Tom Brady. They do their thing, and I'm sure it was a mixture of both of them. I'm not going to say it was one or the other. I'm sure it was a mixture of both of them, and then that ends, and he was terrible after Tom Brady. He was a terrible drafter after Tom Brady. The team was terrible after Tom Brady. Tom Brady went on and won a Super Bowl. Bill Belichick and the Patriots were terrible. And a lot of that got blamed on Mac Jones, who looks phenomenal playing under Kyle Shanahan. So that's something else that looks bad on Bill Belichick. He goes and coaches college. They're completely terrible. That looks bad on Bill Belichick. I mean, the guy seemingly can't get a win anywhere. So I don't know. Bill Belichick, you need to retire. Go disappear with your 24-year-old girlfriend and go do your thing, man. You got to just get out while you can, and while some people still have a respectable opinion of you. Quentin Johnston plus Mason or London? So, Ryan, are you saying Quentin Johnston and Mason or London? Like a 2 versus 1? If it's a 2 versus 1, I mean, it's contingent on Aaron Jones. It's probably London. It's probably London for me. Because Mason's been pretty good, but I don't know what the role is going to be when Aaron Jones comes back. Aaron Jones is still going to get playing time. So I'd rather have Drake London in that scenario. As far as early look at college this weekend, so tomorrow, let me check here. I think tomorrow Steve is going to come on, and then I think the plan is Caleb. I need to talk to him tomorrow. I think he's going to come on Fridays, but I know we're doing a company fantasy hockey draft, and it's on Friday afternoon during the stream. So I'll probably pull it up on stream, but they'll probably be on a Zoom call. So I don't know if anyone will come on the stream Friday. So plan for tomorrow. We'll talk. I'll try and go live a little bit before 4. We'll talk Thursday Night Football. Steve will come on, and we'll kind of get into all sorts of stuff, hockey, football, all that good stuff. So Thursday Night Football preview tomorrow, and Steve will be joining. Friday, I'll try to do college football, and we'll see what else we can get into on Friday. One of the games of the year, in my opinion, is Friday night. I talked about it, but this group of 5, South Florida, North Texas, I definitely will have a play in that game. Definitely would recommend, if you guys have free time on Friday night, I would recommend watching that game. 2 very good teams. 2 teams that are in the top 4 in the mix for the college football playoff, the group of 5 representative. Going to be a really, really fun game. So if you have any free time Friday night, I would recommend watching South Florida, North Texas. I'm interested. UFC is on Friday. Is there anything good? Let's see. On Friday, I see Saturday on mine. Oh, are you saying to talk about UFC on Friday? Yeah, Mitchell, do you have any hockey, anything you like for hockey tonight? I know you do hockey a lot. I know I asked in Discord, but struggling who to bench between Marvin, Garrett, Devonta, and Worthy. Full PPR. Ryan, are you benching just one of those guys? I would say if you're benching just one of them, probably Devonta, but it's close. Ask me, like, I know Devonta plays tomorrow. I need to think about it. Ask me tomorrow for like a confirmation, but I would say right now probably Devonta Smith. I don't want to really. I know like the health stuff with Worthy is concerning, but it's a good spot for them against a really, really banged up Detroit Lions secondary. And then Garrett Wilson is fine. I don't know. Ask me tomorrow for confirmation. Let me think about it. Can talk about it on Friday. Yeah, for sure. Do you have any early like looks for this? I see Oliveira's fighting. I'm assuming that's like the main event, if I am looking at this correctly. I'm still mad about Khalil Roundtree. That guy's an absolute bum. I should bet against that guy. We should just bet against that guy forever, Mitchell. I'm not a fan. How was he that tired in the 3rd round? I don't understand. He didn't even have to do Mitchell. He didn't have to do anything in the 3rd round. He would have won that fight, and he got knocked out. What was he doing? How is he that tired? Look, I'm not going to pretend that I could ever fight in the UFC because I couldn't. I'm not sitting here trying to be on the couch, pretending that. But if you are a professional fighter and that's all you do, how are you so tired that you can't even make it through a 3-round fight? Like, it's not like this was this guy's first fight. He fights. That guy fights every week. Anytime Mitchell tells me there's UFC on, Khalil Roundtree's fighting. Yeah, all he had to do was survive. Exactly. He didn't even need to. He had that one. He didn't have to do anything. He could have just ran around in the ring and not in the octagon and not even engaged anything, and he would have won that fight. I don't understand what that guy was doing. Anyways, I'm still mad about it, if you can't tell. I agree. I think I benched Smith. That's what I'm leaning right now, Ryan. But let me think about it tonight, and I'll get back to you tomorrow. How much do you like Kent State? I need to drive 20 minutes to the border to place that because, oh yeah, Jim, that sucks, man. Can't bet on the Massachusetts teams. That is so dumb. It is just the dumbest thing. I definitely like them. I wouldn't. I don't think I would drive. I don't think I would drive 20 minutes to put it in, Jim. I like it, but I don't think it's worth a 20-minute drive. only because like if this was say I don't know, like Alabama or just like a spot like that I felt really, really good about, I would say, yeah, go drive the 20 minutes and put it in. But we are betting on, I mean, this is the worst. These are the worst teams in the country. First of all, UMass has been terrible forever. UMass has burned me. You guys remember that? There was a couple years, if you were really tapped in, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, we were betting on UMass quite a bit, and they were letting us down routinely. I mean, they are terrible. I think they came through for us one time, but they're like my mortal nemesis, this UMass team. And then Kent State hasn't won an FBS game since 2022. So, I mean, we're betting on the worst possible teams that you could ever think of. And I don't like Jim. I don't know if you're married or if you have kids. I don't know your, personally. But if you do have a girlfriend or a wife or a significant other of any sort, trying to convince them that you should drive 20 minutes to place hard-earned United States dollars on the Kent State Golden Flashes football team, that seems like a tough sell to me. I'd rather try and earn some brownie points so you can, you maybe have a little leeway later on. I mean, I'm not even looking forward to watching it because it's going to be tilting. But I do think Kent State will get their first FBS win since 2022 on Saturday. I think they're going to win. I know that I know for a fact that the Golden Flashes have had this circled. They almost beat Buffalo earlier this year. If you guys are tapped into college like that, the Kent State Golden Flashes almost upset the Buffalo Bulls earlier this season. But I know they have had this circled at home against UMass. This is the spot for them to get their win. So I think they're going to do it, but it's still Kent State. So there's a very good chance that they do not get that win. Solid advice. Yeah, like, come on. It's hard enough if you have like a wife and like you're trying to do this like remotely seriously. I'm sure like, there's convincing, like they want to do stuff. You're trying to watch games and stuff. So try and earn some brownie points. Don't even try and convince them that you need to drive 20 minutes to wager on the Kent State Golden Flashes football team. Bama Dodgers Chiefs. Married and kids and grandkids on the way, but betting on the worst college teams is where the easy money is. That is true, Jim. I think, I know you followed for a long time. A lot of the bets that we take in college are on the smaller teams. That is true. But I don't know. I can't advocate. You can do whatever you want, but I can't tell someone to go drive 20 minutes to bet on Kent State. I can't do it, man. That's going to be so that game, it's got a 50.5 total. It's just going to be chaos. That Kent State UMass game will have anything you can imagine. There will be turnovers. There will be penalties at inopportune times. There'll probably be some match fixing going on. Like, I'm sure I'll be questioning if the referees are financially motivated one way or the other in that game. Like, that is a game that truly has it all. And for the true sickos, like the people in here watching this stream, I know that's what we live for. But people just don't understand. There's nothing better. It's going to be like, soon enough, it's going to be like June 3rd, and we're going to be wishing that there was a UMass Kent State football game on. What would Bama Dodgers Chiefs pay, Mitchell? Let me see here. Bama's 7-1. Dodgers are plus 150, and the Chiefs are 11-1. Even better. Oh, yeah. 240-1 on that sucker right there. Quarter unit would pay 60 units. Half a unit pays 100 and what is that, like 109 units? I might have to dabble on that, Mitchell. You sold me. It's tough to wait though because these games are going to be going on like in the meantime. There's a good chance Alabama loses Saturday, and I hope they do because we're going to get way better odds on them to win. me see. Is that line still 3? Let's see. Yeah, it's like 3.5. Yeah, basically 3. There's a chance that Missouri wins, and that would really help out our case to buy in on Bama. We're going to get better numbers. All right. I mean, quicker stream today. I don't really have much to talk about other than laughing at Bill Belichick. Like the Yankees tonight. Square parlay tonight is just Yankees Dodgers. Like it's the squarest thing in the world, but I think both teams win, so I'll probably do that. But I think the Yankees win tonight. I think the Dodgers close it out. I hope the Cubs can like do something because that was a waste of a bet right there. And yeah, UTEP. But tomorrow, 4 p.m., I'll try and pop it a little live. So if you guys can't join till 4, just watch the replay. But I'll try and go a little bit early. And we'll talk Thursday Night Football, Eagles and Giants, touchdowns, bets, just game preview, DFS plays, all that stuff. Steve will come on. We'll get into some trouble with him. And then big college football preview on Friday. First look DFS video is not out yet, but it will be out soon. So just watch the YouTube if you have noties turned on, or check my Twitter. I will repost that later tonight. That video will be out. Thank you guys for tuning in. Good luck tonight if you're playing any DFS, betting on anything, and I will see everyone tomorrow a little bit before 4 p.m.